Rauru's castle. Where'd it go? He thinks it went to the Great Sky Islands. I think, well, yes. But also, if you've noticed some of my other videos that I've been talking about with, metaphysics, the rule of three, soul, spirit, body, the three golden goddesses, the sword, the shield, and there's always a rule of three. I was trying to figure out something else because they're in Japanese Shinto religion. There's Susanoo, and he's got like a sword, a shield, and a mirror. But I was trying to think exactly what the mirror could be, and the only thing that was coming close to was the Zonai mirrors or the mirror shield in like the Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, which I guess that makes sense, but not so much in Tears of the Kingdom. But again, it does make sense. Anyway, point is, what I'm trying to get to the point is, this castle, this thing right here, is Rauru's castle. And I'll show you why I think that. So that's the present. That's the present. This is what Rauru's castle supposedly looks like the front. This is not in the final game, and this is underground, as we can see. At least I think it is underground because there's some cobwebs right here. It's dark, gloomy. It looks like it's underground. Kind of, it's like the first look. It's literally like the very first trailer to the game. So obviously that wasn't put into the game. I think the castle was split into 3 places. Now, in the flashback, let me show you the flashbacks. Alright, so first, in Rauru's castle, we see how big it is. How long it is. Come on, show it. Right there. Alright, so it's long. And there's 2 sets of pillars on each side. So there's pillars here, pillars here, pillars here, pillars over there. On the other side of this door over here would be, well, nope, right here. That's the other side of that door. Now, on the other side of her, or maybe it's right here, closer to her, is a set of stairs that goes down. If you look here, before he transforms, oh, you can see they're right here. Now, his castle is right here. Because when he transforms, you can actually see right there. This right here, that is, this right here is, where is it? That right here. This is that. There's a Zonai shrine right over here, and this wall right here is that wall right there. The developers forgot to get rid of it for like the split second you see it. Oops, now I know where it's at. Or they did that on purpose. Anyway, there's stairs going down, so there's stairs that actually go this way. So the entrance allowed you to come up this way to get up to the castle. And if we look at this, that's almost a clear cut. So obviously there's a castle there. But that's pretty long too. So in Tears of the Kingdom, now I gotta load it up. I think, as you've seen in the Hyrule Gamer video, he thinks it's part of the Great Sky Islands. Well, that's possibly true to an extent. I propose, thematically, similar to how Shinto religion has Amaterasu in Tamagaha, totally butchering the name, I said it in the last video. Tamagaka Hagahara, I totally butchered it. Point is, the heavens, up there, where the Sky Islands are. The surface, and then the underworld. The rule of 3. Or the rule of 3, Link, Zelda, Ganondorf. There's always a rule of 3. The Triforce, the 3 pieces of the Triforces, the 3 golden goddesses. Oh, of course, these guys are going to come over to say hi. There we go. There we go. Alright, so on the Great Sky Island... Oh, oh, come on. I mean, it is nighttime, so I'm not surprised. There we go. So the castle would be right about here. That timing. Wow. Okay. That doesn't help. So part of it could go up into the air because, well, there's sky islands above it, so that makes sense. But there could be part of it underground too. But maybe not here. Maybe it got lifted into the sky because, again, that's pretty big. Yeah, just ignore that. That's kind of what happens when... Anyway, if you start from here and you go all the way across to here, and keep in mind underground could also go about to here, Forgotten Temple. Because this entire area looks different in the past, which I'll show you now in the video. Wrong video. Spoilers. Might accidentally have to click somewhere. So there's the castle right there. Whole bunch of spots that, like, I see a little bit of running water up here, but doesn't look like there could be a lake. Then we see here a lake, river, which we know that's right here. Well, it don't look like it anymore, but if I get a comparison side by side, there is a lot here that is missing. Even right here. Looks a little bit more. So I definitely think a lot more lifted it up into the air. So, we got a lot that lifted it up into the air. We got a lot that is missing. And of course, if you look right here at the ridge, it definitely looks like something got lifted up. And of course, this area over here wasn't always snow. And now it's covered with snow. And now it's called the River of the Dead. Well, yeah, the River of the Dead. Now I know why. Sonia. Wow, that's just messed up. Which is also kind of fitting for where the Shrine of Resurrection is, which is like right here. Sonia dies here. Link revives here. So that would be like right here. Pretty interesting. Okay. So, part of the castle is the Great Sky Islands. Part of the castle is destroyed and is the Forgotten Temple, which is pretty much all the way across here. Is the Forgotten Sky Temple part of Skyloft? Or did, after Skyward Sword, it land into the ground and then get restructured into, well, Rauru's castle? Probably could be, because we've already seen evidence of that. Over here in Farron. Nope, not there. Right here. This area, which is where the video froze last time, I'm not full screening it this time. We actually get to see something, because the Zonai barbarians like to build over top of the Zonai architecture, so it could hide it. Pretty similarly, like this. And of course, there's a Zonai shrine underneath. So the Zonai barbarians did that. Built architecture over top of architecture to hide it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did something similar to this to that to make it look like that. Because we never really get to see the front. Only little bits and pieces of it. Which here we can go ahead and see right here would be right here, which could also be, oh, didn't mean to actually click play, which could also be this part right here. And as you can see, it looks like it's buried in the rock. It's like in it. It's not just a part of it, it's in it, which I'll show you this next part, which is pretty cool too. So, part of it's up, some of it's on the surface. So, the sky, the surface, that's 2. Now, as you can see, there's no sky islands here like there is above the Great Plateau, right where the castle could be. However, if we go there, I'll show you something. You can generally tell where Sky Islands were by where Sky Island rocks like this right here are. And as you can see, there is a ton all around. So that's what I think happened. What is going on? Okay, thank you, game. I mean, there's some Sky Islands that fell. Oh boy. There are Sky Island chunks everywhere in this valley. And I mean everywhere, embedded into the rocks from falling. And there's even a pattern. And if you go back to some of my other videos, I talk about Feng Shui and how this actually works. And it's very, very similar. Actually, it's the exact same as Ascend. It's literally Ascend. In fact, that same pattern is on Link's chest. And that pattern is also, as you can... Oh, don't want to walk off the ledge. It's right there, which only appears when these Sky Islands land on the ground. Ganondorf, his malice creates a similar pattern, which also appears on his body. And also appeared on Link's body when it grabbed him. But that's what that pattern is. His arm is fused, so Link's basically Chimera. But it all ties back to Feng Shui. So that's how... Well, this probably just fell and landed here. Not gonna lie. And this could be literally from Skyward Sword, just was buried on the Great Plateau for ages. Got lifted into the sky again and then dropped here, maybe? I don't know. The jury's still out on the Forgotten Temple. Jury's still out on the Forgotten Temple. But okay, good. He's not going to continue doing it. It is pretty big. And it looks like it's the same length as that lake. And of course, on the other side of this store right here is a giant circular room with the map. Circular room with the map. And in the way back, there's a circular room with the map. So that circular room with the map, though, is Zonai structure. So I'm just wondering what part was built over, the Zonai structure or this structure? Because that pattern right there kind of looks like Zonai. A little bit. But of course the sky loft wings on the front of the building. So it could be from the Skyward Sword era with the Zonai stuff repurposed. But the problem is the cutscene doesn't really show it looking like this. It looks more Zonai compared to this. So my guess, it was once Zonai and it got built on top of. Like I said, Forgotten Temple still kind of a mystery to me because the inside here looks like Zonai. The outside doesn't. But in the memory, alright, I'm not gonna have it in here, is it? No, I'm gonna have to use the other one. Give me a second. Nope. Oh, I know which one. It's right here, probably. No, I don't even think that will even run it. Alright. That's where they're standing. See how the floor is completely different? Plus, you don't even see this stuff back here. This would be at least right here. I don't know. Because Rauru would be like right here. So I don't know. I could see it possibly. Like I said, still up in the air. But with just how long it is, how buried it is, the entrance would be like right here. And honestly, wouldn't that be around the same height as the Great Plateau? From here to here? Or is it bigger? I don't know, it's probably bigger. Wait, what? Is that a cave? Huh. Interesting. Wonder what's right here underground. Just a giant open void. Okay. Whoa. A bargainer statue. Alright. I thought you were going to be playing something else. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just got sidetracked. But, so basically TLDR, what do I think happened to Rauru's castle? I think Hyrule Gamer is correct. It went into the sky. However, I don't think all of it went into the sky. I think part of it got split into 3 sections. One went to the surface, one went to the Sky Islands, and one went underground, which we would have seen a good chunk of it like this if it didn't get cut. Now, another reason why I think it's down here is because that layout right there looks actually very similar to the shape of the castle as well. And this right here fits it a lot better than the Forgotten Temple. So, honestly, I think it's underneath the castle. I think Rauru's castle is underneath Hyrule Castle. But it's also a part in the Sky Island. What the? Oh, that's terrifying. That's actually terrifying. What the What the What the fuck? Jak and Daxter's precursor legacy is that's terrifying, dude. Just look up and you see a deity just wow. Oh. I guess that makes sense why it would be fly down here for one of those to fight. Okay, so in my Ganondorf live stream that I was talking about, like the pattern on his body is the same as the sky and all that. It's the same pattern as this, too. Go ahead and check that stream out if you really want to. I might probably turn that into a smaller video too, a little bite-sized one. I just walked in Malice. There we go. Man, that's just weird. Oh, but you get high up enough to where his head is. Everything just turns into this. Then you're almost in... Huh. That's interesting. Oh. I see what that is now. It's a spirit realm. So, okay, in my last live stream, I was talking about the world soul and the life current of like energy through the world. That's what this is. That's feng shui. That right there is feng shui. Or at least the one that's underground in the depths. That's a part of it. Because when you go into it, it becomes like this. And we all know what this kind of like vibe is supposed to represent. You're like in another like dimension or whatever. Not dimension, but like in a sacred realm type scenario type thing. Silent realm, sacred realm type scenario. That's why it changes when you go up there. This is the life energy current. This is the life energy of the planet. I actually found the life energy of... That's the thing. That's feng shui. And it even follows this old stalactite style route that goes up. That's feng shui. That's actually feng shui. I mean, come on, look at that. It looks like a black hole to another world. It's even spiraling into it. It's alive. That's life energy. That's life energy from the planet. Alright. So, basically, because this life energy is flowing through the planet, Link can use ascend and descend. Well, not descend, but ascend. But if you could ascend, then why not descend? Now, Link can't actually use the power of descend, but the castle could have been descended into the underground. Now, again, this castle portion right here was cut from the final game, and instead we get, well, what we get in the final game, which I'll probably show some actual footage right here of me actually playing through it, because I actually do have that right through here. We're trying to get through there, but point is, I'm not going to play any of those. Point is, Rauru's castle was split into 3. And the reason, and the only way it got underground was through feng shui, and that's why it looks like it's embedded. And that is literally feng shui. That's the cosmic current of... Man, I can't believe that's the cosmic current. Wow, okay. Well, anyway, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. I plan on doing an Alchemy Part 2 video. My Alchemy Part 1 video is... Here, I'll just load up this one since that one's different. This one I plan on condensing. This one I plan on condensing. This one right here is actually going to be a Part 2 because I actually did a Part 1 before Tears came out, and that's what I'm working on right now. This came out... That was the most recent trailer. That right there. Called it on the most recent trailer, or it was the trailer when it just showed a 2-second clip, and he was announcing the delay for a year. I think maybe that was the most recent one. It was one of those two. It might have been the delay. Point is, that's when I made that video, and I guessed it was Alchemy. So I'm following up on that video. So if that sounds interesting, If this video sounds interesting, if anything you see on the screen seems interesting, then go ahead and leave a like and follow. I try to do a variety of content.